Hmm. And let's lift our wings, our hearts all the way up, stretching and feeling the grace of this week here at Rythmia. So we are here, as I like to call it, in the living room of Rythmia. And I'm so always honored on this day to sit with such special journeyers, dancing with such a soul sister. From the moment when I saw you,
Right.
I felt, let's hear the call. Let's hear the call, because there's a bigger call that has brought you here.
Yes.
So welcome.
Thank
All
you
right,
for having me.
we're gonna lower the music unless you want to dance from afar with us. But there's a lot of wonderful wisdom to be shared, a lot of healing. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's such an honor. From the moment I saw you, I just felt that there is just a wealth of abundance of wisdom that at the end of the week, because we officially kind of sat together at the beginning of the week
Right.
and started to connect, I knew that you had something to share from hearing the call.
Mhm.
So let's talk about the call.
Sure.
You received a call to come to Rythmia.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about like a call. Let me clarify about what I mean about the call. When I say the call, I mean that it's a deeper, soulful
Yes.
call. It's where your soul, my soul, your soul has heard that it's time to delve deeper.
Yes.
And so here we are at Rythmia at the end of your week.
Yeah.
And we would love to hear how hearing the call has brought you here now to where you are right now.
Yeah. Oh, I feel amazing. It's like, can't believe that this is how I feel coming in, how I started, like completely 360 change. This is what I hoped for, and I've gotten it. Like, this is my blessing. This is my miracle.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I'm just so thankful, grateful for this opportunity.
Yeah.
It saves my life.
So yes, about that, saving your life.
Yeah.
So tell us more about that.
So I've been depressed for many years now, and I was depressed for many years, better said. And it was normal for me because it was the normal way of being. And about sometime last year, before COVID happened, just started doing research on wellness resorts, and Rythmia came about. And I started reading about the plant medicine, and just always stood in the back of my mind. And then COVID happened. I couldn't get here. And this year, things were just going down the hill, going down the hill. A lot of stress at work, uh, people just hurting my feelings, people leaving me. And I was just distraught. And I was tired. I said, you know what? I've done a lot. I've done a lot for my family. I've done a lot for my friends. I've accomplished a lot, but I'm tired and I think I'm about to tap out. And something in me was just give it one more shot. Not yet, not yet. And Rythmia just popped back in my head. And I was like, you know what? I deserve one more chance. Let me give this my all before I really tap out. And my God, oh, the greatest blessing. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. All I want to do is live. I just want to help people around us. I want to make everything better. Rythmia gave me that power, gave me that belief, brought me back to me. So here I am, ready to take the world on.
Wow. So who is the you? Tell us.
Oh,
The new you.
the new me. The new me is one who is filled with love, light, and life. That's who I am. And I am so happy. I can't remember the last time I said I'm happy. That's how honest I haven't said that in a really long time. And this happiness is something that I can't explain because it comes from within. It's not an object. It's not someone who's making me happy. I am making myself happy for me. And that is amazing.
Wow. Wow. So, from what I understand, you grew up in the hood.
Yeah, trenches.
Yes. So tell us about that.
So, I had a very humbling beginning, grew up deprived, you know, in the hood. My mom, single mother, my dad, still incarcerated, been incarcerated since 1996. So, my mother, with 6 kids by herself, working overnight, she tried her best. She did as much as she could, but my siblings and I kind of had to raise one another. So it was really hard. And I've been working since the age of 12. Don't know what it is to not work. And I didn't really have much of a childhood. I've always had many responsibilities and I always had to help, be of service. And I loved it because it comes natural to me. I'm a nurturer. But it was something that wasn't a choice. It was forced. So it just made things really rough. And which is why I never took the time to focus on myself because I always had to focus on my surroundings. And I end up treating myself the way I was treated, invisible. And yeah, it definitely began the depression. And it was just normal because it was always there. It's all I ever knew. And it was just really rough, really rough.
Yeah.
And a lot of abuse, physically, emotionally, mentally, a lot of humiliation, embarrassment. It wasn't much love at home.
Yeah.
Home wasn't loving at all. My home wasn't my home. I never felt at home, to be quite honest. And thank God on the weekends I had my father's family who tried their best to give us all the love and support that they could. And, teaching us about God, spirituality, faith, discipline. I got that on the weekends. Yeah.
Wow. So this essence of really falling in love with yourself
Mhm.
was this week's theme for you
Yeah.
in many ways.
Yeah.
Self-marriage.
Yeah, exactly. I
Right.
married myself. It's amazing. Amazing. Like I would have never thought I could love me so much.
Yeah. You are such a different person from last, when we just tuned in
Yeah.
about 5 days ago.
Right.
And, I kept on tuning in with you and feeling into your process. And really, you have such a big heart,
Yeah.
such a big heart.
I
And
know.
I'm so happy that you merged with your soul and healed your heart. And now you have an even more bigger heart to offer to the world.
Yes. And like you said, in 5 days.
Right?
Okay. 5 days. I'm talking about 20 plus years of feeling like shit, thinking that I was irrelevant and that all I was good for was to provide because I do that very well.
Yeah.
But I never took the time to provide for me. And I did that in 5 days.
Yes.
Where else can that ever happen? Like where?
Yes.
It's just Rythmia. That's what Rythmia is.
So for our wonderful audience that is watching right now, if you were to take a moment and just close your eyes and tune into this expansive heart that now even has wings, because you
Yeah.
experienced getting those wings on the
Yes.
medicine. Just
Yes.
feel into the expansion of your heart and the wings of unconditional love.
Mm.
And I offer you, when you're ready, to open your eyes and just to divinely share what it is that you are returning home with, to inspire our wonderful audience that has tuned in.
I'm returning home with health.
Mm.
Health, love, compassion, understanding, and just this love that I can't explain. Just is jumping out of me. I just want to make everything better for me and everyone else. It's this energy that I can't explain, but it's just is amazing. And I pray everyone gets to feel this because if they can, this world can be a better place for all. For all.
So under the umbrella of our love,
Yes.
which is all about love and relationships, first and foremost with yourself, which I feel
Yeah.
like this week you've mastered.
Yes.
Now you're going home to a beloved partner that I understand you've been with for 10 years.
Yes.
So how is this work going to even more allow you to be ever so deeply connected on a soul level, on a heart level, on a physical level?
That's a good question. Well, being here gave me this depth of understanding and taught me how not to judge someone for what they're going through because it comes from many places. A lot of people feel that they are incapable of accomplishing things because of what happens to them.
Mhm.
So, in understanding that, it puts me in position now to feed them words of love, encouragement, enlightenment.
Mm.
It's not something where I can say, well, no, you can make it because you have to work hard. You push that aside. Don't think about that. Just get ahead, accomplish, be ambitious. But you have to pay attention to how a person feels. Feelings are everything. And that wasn't the case for me. Like I always cared about how people feel, but it was push your feelings aside because it's what I knew how to do and just go after it. Accomplish the goal. It was all about goals. Now is none of that matters. That's going to come no matter what. First is about you. How do you feel? What are you, what are your intentions? What do you acknowledge about yourself? Why don't you acknowledge yourself? And it's just something much deeper. I want to know how you think, how you feel, and what we can do about it at your pace. So it's just, it makes me much more understanding. If I thought I was understanding before, I'm a prophet today.
What's your beloved's name?
Danny.
Danny. You want to
Yes.
give Danny a message so that when he watches, if you're not there already, Danny, because that was beautiful.
Well, for Danny, I want to say thank you for being so patient with me and for always sticking by me. The good, the bad, and I can't wait to come back home to you so we can make one another better. For real. I'm excited.
And
I'm
I
really
can
excited.
testify here that she is a forever changed, powerful woman. She came here very powerful. And one of the things that you shared with me at the beginning of the week is that I said, so why are you here? Why did you come to Rythmia? And you said, anger would have put me in jail.
Right.
It was that sentence that locked our conversation.
Right. That's so true. Yeah.
Because she's super powerful and yet so gentle. And I know that this experience this week allowed you to step more into the feminine.
Yes.
And into the embrace of the divine, divine work that is so masterfully now with you and working through you.
Yes.
So much.
Yeah. So my upbringing demanded me to be more masculine, to be able to survive my environment. And I thought that was the way of life. And it was just so hard for me to be soft because I was so guarded. I had to armor myself. And I just didn't have the tools to know how to take it off. So I was always on point. And my anger, like I said, I had to survive my tough environment. So anger was my best friend because it helped. It helped me survive. But I knew that was then, that I wasn't in that position anymore, thank God. But I couldn't change how I felt about the world, life, because it's the only thing I really knew. And being here allowed me to be more feminine. The safe environment allowed me to put my guards down. Everyone searching for their soul and wanting to live made me more soft. And I was able to intake all the lessons, and it brought me back to my soul. It helped ease the anger. And it just helps me understand why I was the way I was and why I should no longer be that.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for hearing the call.
Thank you for accepting the call.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So for those of you that have joined us in our loving Rythmia living room, we are open. So if you are hearing the call, come over and join us.
Yes.
And is there any last thing you want to share?
There's hope. Don't give up. Because there's someone waiting for you. There's always going to be help. Just don't give up because you're worth it. You're everything and you're needed. You're loved. And so we'll be waiting for you.
Yay. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.